Hello, people. Um, I'm feeling thoughtful this morning, so I figured I might as well get this video out. Actually, Damon asked me on one of my more recent videos can I do a video on freeform locks and dating and relationship, having freeform locks and dating and relationships and whatnot. Um, I did a video on this probably like 6 or 7 years ago, give or take. So my perspective and my stance on it hasn't changed drastically, but I have a few more things to add, that I didn't add back in when I made that video. But having freeform locks and dating for me has been easy. I haven't been in a bunch of relationships over the past 8 years. So, but when I decided to grow my dreadlocks like this, I didn't factor in dating. Like that wasn't a thought in my mind. I didn't think about, I'm gonna grow my dreadlocks like this because I want to attract a certain type of woman, or I didn't think about who was gonna like it or who wasn't gonna like it, and none of that stuff. That didn't factor in. Literally zero. But I understand for some fellas that may that may be something that they weigh a little bit, as far as what type of women are gonna like them or not. So, um, but I would say the first question would be, what what about you, your character, and your personality goes beyond your hair? So you got to have personality. You got to have you got to have character. So those things and respect. Well, that kind of probably factors into character as well. But those things take you very far. In the dating world. Um, Now, it's no guarantee that because you have freeform locks that you're going to get the specific woman or the specific type of woman that you like, right? I think see what a lot of fellas is, they grow dreadlocks like this and they think that they're gonna just have their pick from that pool of women. You know, if you growing dreadlocks like this, you think, yeah, I'm gonna get me a natural woman, somebody who don't wear wake up makeup, weaves, and all of that stuff. And again, that's no guarantee, man. From me seriously dating, I found that the women who I was seriously dated, my locks were just like an additive. My locks were like a cherry on top. But they were much more attracted to how I carried myself, how the respect that I showed, my perspective on things. They were attracted to my mind first. All the other stuff, you know, that just comes. I mean, the hair or whatever, that just comes. Obviously, physical attraction is that's high on people's list. Um, but so your energy as well, like how do you carry yourself, all of that, all of those things. There's women who don't have locks at all, but they may like how you have freeform locks specifically. They may not even like freeform locks like that, but they may like it on you. They may like it specifically on you, but they don't go for that. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't. That's why you can't really box it in. I've listened. There's women who have come around me on social media, inbox me on social media. Some of them have freeform locks. There's women who have freeform locks that I wouldn't dare date. And it's not because of looks. It's just because I go for a certain mindset. I go for a certain, I like thinkers. I like people who are able to think on their own. I like women who are not gullible to the first information that they see. You know what I mean? Somebody who can stand up for themselves. That's a part of what attracts me to women. Obviously, there's, physical attraction as well. We all have our different physical attractions, but I am greatly attracted to someone's mind. The things that I named. If you got those things, I can rock with you. Um, so it and the hair, whether they have freeform locks or not, if they ain't got those things, then I'm not interested in that. I'm not about to put myself in that type of situation. So, um, but again, it hasn't been hard for me because you have to have other things about you that transcend your locks. Um, I find that men tend to they group women a certain way. What I mean by they group women a certain way is that if a woman has freeform locks, they automatically think that that woman is, she doesn't have self-image issues. She has broken the societal chains and she's free. And that's not true for everybody. That's why you can't put it in a box, because if you look across the social media world, you see women who are struggling, even if they say that they have freeform locks or locks of any kind. Those women are also the woman who you feel like she wears weaves and wigs and stuff and makeup, and she's struggling with self-image issues. She doesn't love her natural self, and the woman with locks. A lot of times they're both struggling with self-image issues. You just don't look at it the same because one has locks and head wraps or natural hair of any kind, and so you kind of, it's a given to a lot of men that because she's natural, then she has a different mindset. It's not always true. So um, you can't, don't try to put somebody's mind in their hairstyle, however their hair is. You got smart women and women who have, women who don't have self-image issues, but they listen. Some women just like to wear that type of stuff. They just like makeup, just like, that's just what they like. Um, Same for the sister who's wearing locks. It's just what she likes. She just chose to wear hair like that. One chose to wear hair, chose to wear a different style of hair. So I don't put too much stock in that because none of that is like guaranteed. So that's how you go about. I don't want to say that's how I shouldn't tell people how to go about dating, but those are ways that I have gone about dating. Now, as far as who likes it, what type of women who are going to like your hair like this, I would say, listen, if you see 5 women say that you look like a bum, you look that those types of locks look ugly, don't let that deter you, or don't let that get you down. I see a lot of men, it gets them down when they see all of these women, and it gets them down because, and this is what I've noticed, the better a woman looks, the higher she is on that looks totem pole of society, the more that whatever that woman says affects them. So if they see a pretty excuse me, if they see a pretty women saying this type of stuff, it gets them down because they're like, oh, women don't like freeform locks and blah blah blah. Man, I don't care if it's 5, 10, 50, somebody gonna like it. That's just how it goes, man. You just need to find and worry about the women or the woman who does like it, and focus the energy on that woman. If somebody doesn't like it, it doesn't mean that they have bad character. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're shallow. It just means that they don't like it. It's just not their preference. So you just move on, go about your business, man. Like there's gonna be somebody who likes it. So that's how I've always gone about it. I don't get too caught up on the women that's not gonna like it. You find that one that really loves you for your hair and whatever, even if you don't have the hair, you find somebody that you're compatible with on more levels. And again, it has to transcend hair. It has to transcend, because again, you can get with a sister with freeform locks. You can have freeform locks. You can get with that sister with freeform locks. I don't mean that y'all gonna have a harmonious relationship. I know that's what people think. People feel like that's what's gonna happen because you romanticize dreadlocks. You romanticize this whole journey of dreadlocks and all of this stuff. I'm not saying that you shouldn't call it a journey. I'm not saying that, if you want to romanticize it, if it means much more to you than it just being dreadlocks and it just being hair, then hey, kudos to you. But um, a lot of these things, again, you get with somebody, has to transcend hair. Yeah, how do you guys' personalities match? How do you guys' philosophies on life match? All of those things have to play in. So I don't put too much into what type of hair a woman has or whatever. Now, I know we don't want, I don't say we, some men don't want a woman who has to have makeup. She has to wear, a different type of hair, or she has to wear a wig or weave or whatever. I can see that. If somebody has to have that, then I can see how that, may deter some men. But, and I get that, but I just don't put too much into hair. Even when I was younger, and I realized it's very young actually, 36 now. When I was younger, I just naturally never put too much stock into how a woman wore her hair. I've always been attracted to somebody's mind. Now I'm not gonna sit here and act like, because I'd be capping if I did that. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't have my own personal outer attractions. But I don't like. I've dated women with locks, but I don't. That's not what I look for. Like I don't. We just happen to connect. You know. Again, it was because of my mentality. It was because of my mind. It was because of their mind, right? Them being attractive to me was a plus. But and they just happened to have locks. If they didn't have locks, I would still be attracted to them. We would still vibe the way we vibe. So that's what I would say is that concludes my thoughts for this video. Um, hopefully I was able to give you some insight on freeform locks and dating and whatnot. So, but as usual, I appreciate you guys for watching these videos.